All right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship-shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of it in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll dig up a great deal for you.
iPads and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show. All right, we're back. We're live. How about that? I'll try to keep an eye on the chat tonight and see if somebody can get us a updated spot price in there for the folks that like to get the spot price and stay up to date on things. We'll see, but otherwise we've got things at foot to discuss. I guess first off, though, before we get on with that, thanks to everyone for all the kind birthday wishes. I was inundated. There were so many that I haven't even begun to try and really respond to them on Facebook. I'll just have to make a blanket post tomorrow thanking everyone for the birthday wishes, but definitely appreciated for sure. And it looks like we're getting the prices coming in now. Looks like Phil's working on them for us. I do believe.
Let's see. Silver is $38.12 an ounce currently as we go live. Gold is $3,352. Or, wait a minute. I'm seeing conflicting prices in the chat. Okay, so Randy's got gold at $3,326.80 an ounce. Emery says, you look great for 26, Josh. Well, thank you. 126 maybe. But either way, we've got some things to talk about. So let's get the set-in wingman for tonight in here. How's it going, Alan?
I'm doing great. How are you doing on your 29th birthday?
All right, I'm hanging in there. Figured we had some things to discuss, so we were doing a show tonight. Which
Let me apologize to everybody that I will not be able to see any comments because I'm on my phone. I'm not at home on the computer. I am outside, obviously, in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. So
right.
say all the bad things about me. I'll never know about it.
Well, I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat as I can. That's how I was able to get the gold and silver spot price in there, which I'm going to have to say still puts gold at right around, which anybody that wants to crunch those numbers can, but I'm still going to say that puts gold at right around $107 and change per gram, probably close to 107.50, 107.75, something like that.
Probably real close to that. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And a lot of
Well,
people. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, and that's going to put silver getting closer to what they were saying as $50 an ounce by the end of the year. It could really happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Sunday night we were over 38 an ounce. So we're coming up real close to the prices that we were seeing when Hunt Brothers almost cornered the market in the 80s. So we could see
Yes.
another great silver melt.
Yes, I think so too. That'd be good for all your old coins if anybody starts melting them.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say is for the numismatists out there, that's good news because that drives the value of the collectible coins up.
Yeah, definitely. Way up.
So, yeah, to where even your fairly worn silver coins, if they're semi keys or something like that, they're going to find new spots in people's albums.
Oh, I think so too.
Definitely.
But the
And
bigger story right now is what's going on in Alaska.
right, that's what I was just going to say. I think a lot of people don't realize how significant this is because Alaska is, it's not like people in Alaska are strangers to earthquakes. Earthquakes happen quite frequently in
Yes,
Alaska, almost daily, even, just smaller ones. This one, though, is estimated to be a 7.3.
that's a big
And
earthquake.
yeah, it was off the coast of Alaska in the water, um, which there was a tsunami warning out that was downgraded to a tsunami advisory, which was canceled probably about 5 minutes before Chuck made the post that he was in Anchorage and, well, the post of him and Group One for Week One in Anchorage or in Alaska, but Anchorage was potentially one of the areas that could have been affected by the tsunami, And more importantly, you're getting up there on the Ring of Fire, and there are active volcanoes that people can see steaming. Maybe this wakes something up. We don't know how many
Yeah.
aftershocks are going to be, if there's going to be, or how big they're going to be,
Well, there
and
is
what
a
happens.
restaurant. There's a restaurant in Anchorage that we generally go to when we go up there because we
Right.
usually spend the first night there. And out on the deck there, if you look, go to the edge and you look to the left, you will see the steam coming off that volcano.
Yeah,
It's packed with
absolutely.
snow and you will see steam coming off of it.
Yeah.
Um, and it's, I don't know, it's hard to judge the distance when you're looking at the mountains. It looks like it's maybe a mile or two and it could be 20,
Mm-hmm.
25. Who knows? But
Right.
it's there and you can see it as long as it's not overly cloudy or foggy.
Yeah.
And it's right there. That
Yep.
would be interesting to see if something happens there. I mean, that won't affect Anchorage, but it might make more gold for Alaska.
Yeah, it could. I mean, and
Yeah,
that's the other thing with an earthquake like that. I mean, you can almost guarantee people in Alaska felt this. People on the Aleutian Islands definitely felt it.
I would think so.
And all that shaking around, maybe it stirs up some gold.
Could. Maybe I'm lucky I'm going the second week instead of the first.
Right, yeah. None of the peril and maybe all of the benefits.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's bad to say for all the guys that are there now, but
Oh yeah, I
sorry,
mean, and
guys.
yeah, and we do hope that they all stay safe for sure,
Oh, yeah,
but man, it really it makes a person wonder, I think everybody's going to be kind of glued to Alaska for the next couple of weeks just to see, do we
sure.
have aftershocks? What happens with the volcano?
Yes.
All of that.
Well, they say there's more than one active in Alaska, but I know the
Mhm.
one in Anchorage because I've seen it. I've literally seen it. Um, and you saw the steam coming out of it.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Yep.
Um, but it's crazy. And at
And
7.3 is a huge earthquake.
yeah, I mean, Alaska, like I said, a lot of times they have earthquakes on a very regular basis. It doesn't even phase them because they're small ones.
Right.
But
Um,
7.3, that's a big one for up there.
yeah. And that'll rock the land anywhere. It really will.
Yeah, I remember some years back, I think they got hit with a little over a 5, and
Hmm.
that destroyed people's foundations.
Well, I know last year when we left, I think the 24th of July last year. It started raining and all of Nome got flooded. Everywhere in the city of Nome was flooded.
Yeah, you guys got out just in time.
Yeah, it was like 2 days later when it started, something like that. So I mean,
Wow.
literally, it happened right when we left, and that's when Mine Lab had their turn at that gold mine.
Ah, okay.
So they were in the rain most of the time.
Right. Well, it's a great time to test that the waterproof housing on the machines.
Yeah, but are your headphones waterproof?
Yeah, good point. Yeah. The headphones don't do you much good if they're not waterproof when you're dealing with conditions like that.
Yes, that's true. And like I said, the videos that I saw of Nome, you're talking like 5 feet of storm surge that came in off the beach.
Yeah. And that was exactly what concerned me when I heard about the tsunami potentially affecting Anchorage area.
Sure,
Uh,
because
you
that's where
know,
the airport's at.
Right. And it's like, well, maybe the guys will be okay, but does it affect air traffic and they can't get to Nome for another day?
Well, I think they were spending actually 2 nights in Anchorage this time. I think Chuck was.
Ah,
I think that's what Dennis had said. Um, but I'm
I
not
don't know.
real sure.
After finding out about the earthquake and all of that, he may not want to spend 2 nights.
Yeah.
He
As
may
much
just
as
go ahead and scoot on up to the camp.
Yeah, exactly. I know when I go, we're leaving at like midnight, a little after midnight,
Uh,
and we're landing in Anchorage at 4 in the morning, and then taking an 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning to Nome.
Nome.
So we're not spending a night there.
Wow. Well, hopefully things go pretty smooth for week 2 then.
Yes, I hope so.
And the way it sounds, you've even kind of had a last minute change of mind, and sounds like you may be packing different gear.
Yeah. Also, it's going to be cooler up there. They're saying Nome is supposed to be around 60 degrees, which would mean by the gold mine, it could be 10 degrees warmer. So it may be 70 there next week, but it's going to go up
Nice.
and down. So you never know. Um, but last year we hit 80s for most of the trip. The one day it got down in the 40s, but that's how much the temperature can swing up and
Right,
down.
the
And you never
fluctuation in
know.
temperature swing.
Yes. If a front comes in off the sea, you never know.
Yeah, and we've definitely seen how unpredictable the weather patterns can be as of recent.
Yes, and you never know up there. The first time I went, we rode on the ATVs into town because they still allowed them then,
Mhm.
and it had to been upper 30s, low 40s when we rode down there. It was cold on those ATVs,
Oh,
and
I'll bet.
now they don't even allow it. Only ones with license plates do they allow.
Right, yeah, somebody had to go for the money grab.
Yes, and I think Betty only has like two, maybe three of the ATVs that have plates.
Well, I can't blame her there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put out all that extra money to have them all plated,
No, I wouldn't either.
because they've got to have what, a couple dozen, maybe 2 dozen,
I think almost three.
maybe more.
Yeah, I think at least 3 dozen. They're everywhere,
Right.
and
Yeah, that.
you have to have one.
Yeah,
Um,
and
the
that's just
closest
way too
place,
much money to shell out in plates for all of
sure,
them.
and the closest place to say if you go to a high banker to run a high banker for the day, it's probably 2.5 miles from where you're staying. So you can't walk there.
Yeah, so you're not walking out there.
Nowhere.
Uh-uh.
Where we stay is up on the hill, and everything else is pretty far away.
Yeah, that doesn't make it easily accessible for foot traffic.
Yes, no, there is none. Literally none.
Right.
And some of the sites you have to go to can be 4 or 5 miles away, and some even more, where you go up and down a couple of the hills. I mean, their property is huge. Um, and you can go up like two of the mountains and you're still on their property. Like we never made it to the Matty Blaylock, which was Wyatt Earp's wife,
Oh yeah.
not wife's gold mine that he named it after her when he went up there in the 1890s.
Nice.
That's actually on their property.
Oh, I don't believe I've heard that before.
Yes. And it's there. You can
And
get to
now
it, but I don't know where.
their property has expanded. I mean, it
Oh
was
gosh,
large
yes,
before,
yes.
but
They
now
added
it's
land.
expanded.
They added land that goes down towards, actually towards the town of Nome.
Right.
It was owned by some Russian people, and some of the groups, not last trip, the trip before, went on that property, and part of it by mistake that was theirs, and they actually chased them out of there to where these guys went down there to confront the Russian contingent.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, it got a little dicey.
Yeah. Not good.
Yeah,
Not good at all.
yeah, it was kind of. I mean, when they heard it, I mean, they flew in their vehicles, their pickup trucks, and went down. Not even ATVs. They stormed down with the pickup trucks. A
Wow.
group of them.
Yeah. Things can get out of control real quick, especially when there's gold to be had.
Yes, and if you're on somebody else's claim by mistake, it's definitely a problem.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, uh people may not realize it, but claim jumping is a thing and it does still go on today.
Yes,
And in many places, it could quite possibly get you shot.
yeah, it could happen. They People did have weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
part of it. They did have them.
Well, and you figure, especially in Alaska, I mean, you're in the last frontier, basically. There are things out there that will eat you.
Definitely.
It's not that uncommon for people to go out armed.
Yes. I've thought about taking one with, but it's like it's not worth it. I don't want to.
It is a lot of extra hassle.
Yes, especially when you're flying, because you've
Yeah.
got to have a lock box in your luggage
Mm-hmm.
for that, and you've got to have magazines and ammunition separated from it somewhere else.
Yep.
And they're really strict when they check that in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. At least though, I know like Chuck used to uh, take his carry piece up to Alaska, but he has since went away from that because he knows that there are firearms at the AKAU where they can take them out with them if they think they need
Yes.
to.
I think they will let Chuck. I don't think they'll let anybody else. To be honest,
Okay.
I don't think. But who knows? It's possible. I
Well,
mean, I just don't know.
that could be a good thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Il
I thought
Digger
about
says,
bringing one, but I decided against it.
right. Il Digger says that he and you were roommates in 23 up at the camp.
Yes, we were.
Oh.
Um, and actually, he put a sticker on one of the ATV that he rented.
Mm-hmm.
And last year, that sticker was still on it. I saw it, and I told Tim that. I told Tim his sticker was still on that ATV. I thought it was hilarious that nobody
Yeah.
pulled it off.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
It was. And you got to
You can kind
remember,
of,
this time of year, it doesn't get dark out there. So you'd have people at 11, 12 o'clock at night starting up their ATVs and going out detecting.
right. Yeah.
Um,
And quite possibly seeing Tim's sticker.
yeah, that too. Is actually funny. I mean, personally, no, I'm not doing that. After
Right.
digging all day and all that, no, I don't need to. I don't need to be going out in the middle of the night.
Right.
I'd rather
Going
get
10,
some
11
sleep
o'clock
and
at night, I'm sleeping.
yeah, I'd rather get sleep to be able to hit it the next day.
Right. Yep.
I know
I
Tim was
mean,
doing some late nights that time,
ah,
if I remember right.
Well, and you figure, I mean, the AKAU camp, I kind of look at it as like going to England. You're there with a goal specific purpose. So you're going to put in a full day trying to find gold. And
Yeah,
you're
but
going
it's
to do that day
100%
after
different from
day.
England. It's nothing like England, though.
Well, not
Um,
terrain wise, but as far as having a goal specific purpose.
yes, but in England, like everything you know, metal detecting in the United States,
Throw it
throw it
out
out
the
the
door.
window. Throw it out the door when you go to England. If you get a repeating signal, you dig it. I don't care what the numbers say, what the VDI is. It doesn't matter if it repeats and it's strong, you dig. Because you never know what you're going to find there.
Yeah, because stateside, a lot of us have kind of, a lot of hunters have kind of tuned out pull tabs and they
And you
don't think
can't.
to dig targets in that range. And I still dig them because you never know when it could be a gold ring. But in
Exactly.
England, you get them low ringing targets, you definitely want to dig them because it could be thin hammered, it could be old gold. You just never know.
Well, the hammers are going to ring very similar, depending on the size of the hammer. It's very similar to a nickel. So will the
Hmm.
pull tabs, and at the same instance, so will gold. Now, remember, you have like the Romans had a lot of the little small animal statues that were gold,
Right.
and those
Yeah.
ring under a nickel. So you get a repeating signal there, you're digging it. Period. Now, will you get
Right.
junk? You don't get pull tabs. People there just didn't throw those into the fields. Um, the junk you get in England is buttons, but you're talking you can get buttons from the 1500s, and they consider those junk. If you get the
Yeah. A lot
large
of things
sets,
they consider junk, we would be going, heck, that's a
yeah,
keeper.
the large cents that you dig, they call them greenies because they're copper coins.
Yeah.
That's
They chuck them into the ditch.
1700s, and they'll throw them in the hedgerows at the ends of the
Hmm.
fields, and because they don't want them. But some of those things, I mean, you can get hundreds of them, but they're 1700s coins. So you get a
Right.
1700 coin in the States, that's like gold.
Yeah,
Out
exactly.
there, it
To
means
them, they're
nothing.
going, oh, well, it's just another one of these.
It's another
We don't
greenie.
want it.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
another greenie. So
But
they
to
don't
us,
care.
we're going, are you kidding? That's from the 1700s.
Yeah. Like, I like finding the, during World War II, when they would send up the things to bring down the German bombers, it's
Hmm.
little pieces of metal about anywhere from an inch long to an inch wide to 2.5 inches and by 2.5 inches. The shrapnel. It was
Hmm.
cut up slices of iron and metal. I love finding that stuff because it's part of World War II.
Yeah.
I probably have 30 of those pieces at home. Um, where did I get my first three ringers? Was England. The U.S.
Oh, really?
After the Civil War, the U.S. sold them in army surplus to the English,
Ah.
and they had. I found. I think it was about eight three ringers. Drops in England. Those were the first three ringers I ever found. Was my first
Hmm.
trip to England.
Right.
I thought that was very cool, but I had to go to England to get a three ringer.
And I'm not sure, maybe you can chime in on this one. I think somebody was trying to find out how much, let's see, maybe how much it was to rent an ATV from the camp.
It depends on which size you get because they have, I
Oh,
think,
well,
two
yeah,
to
good
three
point.
different sizes. They have the real big ones. Um, I want to say it's about five to $600. And what you
Okay.
do is when you sign up to go to Alaska, you're giving them a deposit. It's an $800 deposit. And
Mhm.
then what you have to do is you got to take them cash. They want cash while you're there for the balance and your ATV. So you're
Okay.
talking maybe $2,800, and then the only other thing you have to pay for is your airfare, and if you're staying overnight in Anchorage.
And obviously, if you want to go out to the 49th State Brewery or whatever to eat,
Yes,
otherwise your food's covered by the camp.
correct. When you're at the camp, food is covered. You have breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the camp.
Right.
Um, and they'll even pack a lunch if you want to stay out. But you're only 5-10 minutes away, so you ride back and take a break and go back. Most people do.
Right.
Um, and the only other thing, by staying in Anchorage, you get to see the Alaska Mint, and that store is very, very cool.
Yes, it is. That's always such a neat thing to see when Chuck does his kind of go
Video,
live tour.
yes.
Yeah.
The place is very, very cool.
It'll be
Uh,
interesting to see how the prices have changed too.
I would hate to see that, especially if you want to buy some gold from them,
Yeah.
because that is
Yeah.
not going to be pretty.
No. No, not at
Um,
all.
from last summer when we went up, gold is what? $900, $1,000 up from then.
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, we bought um, an ounce of gold out of Costco when they started buying them. This was probably 5 months ago. I think we paid $2,830 for it, and now they're selling
Wow.
them for 3,450 or something like that,
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me because you figure buying it through there like that, you're going to pay spot plus premium.
plus some premium. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I was at Costco yesterday. They ran a thing. It was on their website. They were selling a 10-ounce silver bar, and they had it listed at $199 or $119.
For a 10 ounce?
Yes, and I think it was a mistake. And it's gone. I looked online to try and find it because there were about 10 people that said they bought them.
Yeah, either
And I
somebody
went
bought all the
online.
rest they had or someone took it down.
Well, I think they only let you buy up to 5. Um, and I went yesterday and it was $3.99 at the store.
That
So they
sounds more
caught
like
on
it.
that somebody made a mistake
Yeah. Pretty
and it
sure
got changed.
somebody's head rolled for that one.
Yeah, I would think somebody got fired over that one. I don't know how many they sold that way, but there were some because there were people that said they bought them for that.
Even
But I
if there
can't,
was one.
yeah, it was too much. It was way too low.
Right.
Um, but you got to watch that stuff because people make mistakes all the time.
Yeah, they do. But we're also in that day and age too where if a price seems too good to be true,
It
it
is usually
probably
is.
is.
Yeah. Now, as
Yeah.
towards what you said earlier, I was all decided to take the 800, the Equinox 800 with me. And I pulled out for another guy who was just on the podcast. He had to leave to go to work. I don't know if you're still listening, Dan. He said I didn't say hello to him. Hi, Dan. I
Oh
didn't know
yeah,
you were
Dan
there.
was in there. Hello,
Um,
Dan.
um, so,
And Wyoming Gold and Richard Kruckmeyer.
and I brought a bunch of nuggets from probably a tenth of a gram up to a 5 gram nugget and about 6 others in between. So he
Okay,
could
so
put,
you've got
so he could
multiple
put them
sizes of
under.
targets.
Yeah, so we put him under his coil, and I started doing that too. And I'm like, I think I changed my mind, and I'm taking the Manicore. The Manicore just hit him too strong, that much stronger.
Yeah, from everything I've been seeing, and it's not to say the Equinox is bad up there as far as the 800. The Equinox is good for gold, and it
It
does
was
well up
great.
there in Alaska. but the Manicore hits those smaller pieces a little harder.
So I broke down yesterday and I bought a 5x8 coil for the Manicore because I changed my mind and I'm taking the Manicore. So I bought the
Sounds,
small sniper one just to be hitting it um, in by the brush.
yeah, it sounds like a good route to go. It'll be interesting too to see how you and Chuck both do then, because I know Chuck's got a Manicore with 5x8 up there.
Yeah, and I'm going to join him with it. And I really want to try that PI machine he took.
Yeah, yeah. The SDC 2300 has been around for a while, but originally it had NiCad batteries in it. Now it's got
Yeah,
lithium ion.
right.
So they've made some nice improvements to the
That's
2300.
that's what Chuck was telling me. And I
And
had
that,
somebody else tell me not to use a PI machine because I said I wanted to use one in the parks in Chicago where I could get deep down to where the clay is. He goes, "You don't want to do that. You'd be
you
making a
will
mistake."
you will definitely get deep, but you know as well as I do the amount of trash that can be in some of the Chicago parks.
Yes,
And running a PI unit, you have to ask yourself, how deep do I want to dig a nail?
true. But some of the parks we hit where we pulled a lot of seeded coins out of, it's close to the lake, so it's very sandy soil. And when it's
Yeah,
kind of damp but not wet, I mean, you could dig a foot and a half down and it'll take you 2 seconds to do it.
yeah. And
Um,
in that respect, I would agree completely because
yes,
there have been some areas that I have absolutely pounded with other machines where you were really having to hunt slow and go deep to get any more targets out of,
right.
where it'd be great to go back with a pulse induction unit. But
Yes.
then you have to stop and think too on the beaches like that or near the beaches, like you were saying.
Well,
PI
these aren't that
units.
near. These are probably 3, 4 miles off the beach. But
Oh,
this
okay.
that 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 sandy soil, you could literally dig 2 feet, 2.5 feet down before you hit a clay.
And nothing
And these other
flat.
and these other machines are not going to pick anything up that deep.
Yeah, they're not going to penetrate to that depth.
Right. So the PI machine is going to give you those older coins and your
Yeah,
gold. The gold is even going to sink faster in that sandy soil where the other stuff won't as much.
yeah. And you know it's there.
Yes.
It's there somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You may dig some trash too, but I think you'd find yourself well rewarded.
I think so too. So
And there's
I'm going to do
absolutely
it.
nothing wrong with that.
I definitely want to do that. Um,
And that 2300 is a mil spec waterproof pulse induction machine.
hmm. Oh, yeah, that one's good to like 100 feet, isn't it? A diving.
I'm not sure how good it is for diving.
I I was told that thing shrinks down very small, like smaller than the Deus, smaller than the 800s,
Right.
and I think it gets you that kind of depth. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Thought I
I
heard
know
that.
it is very compact.
Yes, and that's just what I heard, but I don't know it for a fact. I mean, I'm guessing that's for all I know.
Right. And
Yeah. Um, but I'm not familiar enough with them because I've never used one.
okay. I was going to say I have near the beaches, and man, I'll tell you what, them things like little bits of fish hook, broken bobby pins,
Yeah. Well,
safety
that's what the other
pins.
guy was telling me, in a dealer in Chicago. He goes, "You
Hmm.
go to any of the beaches in Chicago, and you're gonna dig like a 2.5 foot deep bobby pin
Yeah,
with those."
yeah.
He
So
goes, "I'm telling you right now, be prepared. You're gonna get that."
yeah, so there is a little bit of headache that comes with it, but I still agree you would be well rewarded for your time, I think, as long as you can put up with digging a little bit of trash, and
Yes.
we all dig a little bit of trash anyway.
Right. I mean, if
Well,
you want to get gold, you're gonna dig a lot of trash.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Some of us dig a little more trash than others, but yeah, we all dig trash.
Oh yeah. There's no way around it.
Uh-uh.
Um,
Nope. Too many good targets hiding those numbers.
yeah, I've only got one piece of gold this year, and I'm not happy with it. I want more. I'm not
Right?
talking. Yeah, I'm not talking like nuggets and that. I'm talking jewelry.
Right.
Yeah, I only got one. Where last year I think I ended up with four or five.
Right. Il Digger says the XCal 2 is good to 200 feet, and he would be correct, but the
Yes.
XCal is not a PI unit.
No, that is true. And but the XKL is phenomenal machine though.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is a great machine for it though. For
Oh,
in the
yeah.
water.
I still love using that machine in the water.
Yeah, I see. When I go water, I'll only go medium chest high. I'm not a swimmer.
Mm
Just like if you guys look behind me, I'm up at the harbor right now. I go on top of the water. I don't go in the water very well.
hmm.
I go blub
That's a
blub
good
blub
way to
to the
put.
bottom. Yes.
That's a very good way to put it. I stay on top of the water.
Yeah. Um, so going diving, that's not in my forte.
Well, and I
Um,
don't necessarily dive, but I do like to use the XCal when I'm in the water, all of that. Although there have been a few occurrences coastal water hunting, playing the tide game, where I just about had to swim back.
yeah, okay. I'd love to. I still want to go to the Treasure Coast sometime.
Yeah,
I
and
want to really, really bad.
yeah,
But you're limited there too because you can't go in the water at all.
right. Yep. You can only hunt the beach up to the tide line.
Yes. So you got to go low tide and work it as far as you can in low tide.
Yep, and start working your way back up.
Yep.
They and the coastal water hunting, it's a whole different beast than inland water hunting.
Sure. Yeah,
And
with the
that's
waves.
exactly the reason why.
Yeah. Um, well, you go to Chicago, that's not ocean, but you got a lot of waves.
Yes, you do. I've also hunted in the water in Lake Michigan.
Yeah. It can get real
And
nasty.
yeah, it can if you don't watch it. Uh
Yes.
and there have been times where people have seen, 15-foot waves on Lake Michigan.
Sure. And you see riptides too.
Yeah, yeah,
3 days ago, there were every news station was warning people do not go into Lake Michigan. There are riptides everywhere.
yep.
So,
Yeah, you got to watch that. And just because it's an inland lake doesn't mean that it doesn't have current
yes.
undertow.
Yep. Personally, I've never seen one, so I don't know what it looks like. But they say when they say they're there and they literally shut down the beaches and there are people there to make sure nobody goes in.
Yeah, yeah, it's not safe for your swimmers or anybody for that matter.
Yeah. Well, no, they can swim if they're out 30, 40 yards and going parallel to the beach, but good luck coming in when you're done.
Right, exactly. And that's why it's not safe.
Yeah. That's why I don't go swimming.
Right.
I think I'm allergic.
Well, you know, I never looked at swimming as a sport or a form of exercise anyway. I looked at that as a form of how not to drown.
Yeah, good point. That's a very good
So,
point.
I mean, I tell people it's like I'm kind of like a cat, you could say. I can swim, I just don't like to.
Well, I mean, I can swim if I have to. How far can I go? I don't know. I did pass it in high school. Um, I don't like it. Um, so I'd rather not
Right?
ever.
Yeah.
I did snorkeling once down in Mexico, and I think I was wearing, God, a life preserver, the wraparound foam ones, and two other ones on my small ones on my legs.
And tethered to an inflatable raft.
Not quite, but you get the general idea.
Right? Yeah,
No
I can
confidence,
understand that.
no confidence whatsoever.
Right? Yeah, it will definitely be interesting to see how the gang does up there week 1 and
Yes,
how environmental conditions may have changed things with this earthquake.
yeah, but I think they're going to do fine. Because if they're not finding anything with the metal detector, you always got the slick plate and the high bankers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's absolutely no reason why everyone can't come home with at least a little bit of gold.
Oh yeah, if you go on the high banker, you can go on for as long or as little as you want. All that is a little personal sluice. It's about 3.5, 4 feet long. It's about 4 feet tall, and you're just shoveling the pay dirt in. And as it's washing out, you got to pull out the big rocks, and then you got to clean it up after that. You take it, get everything into a pan at the bottom. Then you take it to a gold cube and you run the pay dirt through there. Then you take what's left in the gold cube and you pan it out yourself, and that's where you'll get all your gold.
Right. Richard
Now,
Kirkmeyer brings up a good point too. He says if you're out in the middle of the ocean, it doesn't matter if you can swim anyway.
no, you're gonna drown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sooner or later
especially
you're
me.
going to wear out and Mother Nature will win.
Oh yeah, especially me. If I can't touch ground with my feet, I don't go in there.
Right?
Call me stupid, call me superstitious. No, chest high. That's about it.
Well, and strange things happen. I mean, I've seen people drown in 3 feet of water.
Sure, they forget to stand up, or they don't realize they can't stand up.
Right? Yeah, I mean, and it's tragic and it's unfortunate, but strange things happen.
Yeah. Now, the other thing that's up there that they can do is the slick plate. Just to give you the idea, what that is, it's basically a two-story machine. There's two people you want to be running it. One person is on top. They dump the pay dirt on the top of the machine. The person on top will have like a small fire hose, and he's cleaning the dirt. Okay? It runs
Hmm.
down and runs into the sluice. The other person is getting the bigger rocks off the sluice run so the gold can lay into the mats.
Right.
Then once you
So that the
guys are
mats can
done,
trap the gold.
right, so the mats trap the gold. Now, doing the slick plate, you're going through, God, probably about
A
almost 30
phenomenal
yards.
amount of material.
Yeah, about 30 yards of material in
Yeah.
4 hours. So you could probably get 2 to 3 grams, maybe a little bit more in 4 hours.
That's not bad for 4 hours of work, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, granted,
But
you're
you can
splitting
get a
that up
bunch.
with people.
Yeah, you split that up with the person you're with.
Right.
Now what we did the last time is we took 4 teams of 2, or was it 5 teams of 2? It might have been 5 teams,
And ran
and
shifts.
we ran 4-hour shifts, and then did a clean out. Everybody had their own job during the cleanup. Like certain guys were running it through the high bankers. Then there were guys taking it through the gold cube. There were other guys panning it out. And then somebody had to take all the gold and break it up into, it was either 8 or 10 different vials of equal
Right. Equal
size.
parts.
And that was my job doing that.
That sounds like one you'd be pretty good at.
Yeah, I mean, everybody pitched in a little bit during the rest. Like I was helping with the gold cube, and I was helping with the panning. And then I did my part, and that was easy. Um,
Nice.
but everybody was pitching in with the other parts. I just didn't want to do pulling out the mats to put it back together again on the slick plate. It was too
Hmm.
long of a run. I didn't want to do that. But I helped with the
Ah,
other stuff. But you
I
got a lot of
see.
gold out of it that way. You got a lot
Right.
more gold than you'd get out of a high banker.
Makes
Um,
sense. Of course, you're
now,
moving a lot more volume, too.
yes. Now, Tim did something interesting. He went through the gold cube, everything that ran through it, and he was panning that dirt out, and he got quite a bit of gold out of that too. So the gold cube actually missed some.
Nice.
Yeah, that was pretty slick of Tim. Yeah, that was good. He did a real good job with that. And then when everybody was panning stuff out up by the camp, um, if you went through, we went through what they panned out once they got their gold. They missed a lot too. I got a lot of gold that way too.
Ah, I see.
Because once they did it, they would pan it into these big pails. So I would take that and repan it and get a lot more gold.
Right.
Because if you pan it too fast and you don't take your time doing it, you're gonna miss some.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's fun. It's a very fun trip. Are you gonna get your money back out of going? Probably not, unless you get yourself a good nugget. Like the one guy out of Boston got an 7.8 ounce nugget 4 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the ones that everybody dreams about.
Yes. Well, supposedly that year they offered him 35,000 for it. 2 years later, when we all went, I think it was up to 55,000. Who knows where it's at today? Because you
Well,
get what the gold's
and
worth, but then you get a premium for the size of the nugget.
right. Yeah, and the larger the nugget,
The more the
obviously,
premium.
yeah. And I want to say that I thought I had heard that he might have sold that to a friend.
Oh, I didn't. I don't think so. As of last summer, he didn't. But I'll tell you what.
Oh,
I'll let
okay.
you know when we come back because he'll be there.
Yeah, right.
He will be there on the second week when I go. So I will ask him if he sold it.
Oh, okay.
Because I hunted with him in England, I think 4 times. So I knew him before going to Alaska.
Right.
Because when I go this year, I'm going in October to England, and this is going to be my 6th time over there. And
Wow.
maybe the last.
Maybe the last.
I think so.
Hmm. Been there, done that, got the shirt, and figure you'll
Yeah.
just stick closer to home, huh?
No, I mean, I love what you find. I really do. Um, some of the things you find, you just can't find them here. Like the Roman coins. the first time I went, I wanted a Roman coin so bad. And they're a dime a dozen. You got tons of them. Then I wanted Roman silver, so I've gotten a few of those. Um, I've gotten gold there, but I've never gotten a Celtic gold there. So
Okay.
that's what I'm hoping for this year.
Right. And then
So
after that, if this is the last, I don't know, maybe try Aruba on for size.
I thought about that too. But again, Ron does a lot of diving when he goes.
He
I
does.
know. I know. Last summer when he went, he got a lot of gold pieces. It was all
Oh,
jewelry.
hey, let's bring. I'm gonna change the screen around here.
Oh, I love the intro too today.
Say hi.
Hello.
Hello, Chuck.
What's up, guys? We're sitting on the banks of Lake Hood. Just
Oh,
had our
cool.
meal, watching the seaplanes come in and out, relaxing from a day of flying around.
Great. So were you
Good day.
down when the earthquake hit?
I'm sorry.
Were
Were
you
Got a
on the
you
little.
on the
ground when
ground
the
when the
earthquake hit?
earthquake hit?
Uh, we landed when the warning came out. It had already occurred.
Okay.
So, with that being said, it was. What do you mean? There's an earthquake. So,
Yeah.
Nah.
Especially 7.3.
no, go ahead. Take what you need to take. We're just getting done with supper.
Yeah,
So,
that 7.3 was that's
yeah.
a good sized one.
Well, it's part of the crew. We still got a few wandering around Alaska. They'll hook up with us tomorrow.
That's cool.
So it was raining pretty good when we got here. They'd had a little bit of rain, but now it's cleared off. It's gorgeous.
Cool. That's great.
Yeah.
So I'll walk outside and let you take a look at this seaplane coming in. But this is where we're having a bite. This is where we're having a bite to eat. What's it? The Happy
Nice.
Moose or something like that? Fancy Moose. Huh? Fancy. Oh, the Fancy Moose is the restaurant
Fancy
name.
moose. Well, I
Well,
guess a fancy moose is probably a
hey,
happy one.
so yeah, this is where we're at. Good night in
So,
Alaska.
That's great.
so we're glad to see that everyone made it safe, but
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And Alaska
what
had
do,
some surprises for us when we got here.
yeah, what do you think the earthquake could do as far as gold hunting?
As far as gold hunting, well, it's not going to affect where we're going, but it could affect things there. So this is one of the largest seaplane bases in the world, and they're in and out of here all the time. So we thought we'd try to get on and let you see what we're hanging out by and with.
Right?
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
So
And we're certainly
it's
glad
it's
to hear that
working very
everyone's
well
okay.
here. Anchorage has 5G. We don't have 5G in Nome. Trust me on that.
Right, but the AKAU camp has Starlink.
By the way, this is old military. I don't know if you guys can see it
Wow.
well or not.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Don't
can.
ask me the model number.
Man, we're getting to see boats and seaplanes and
There's one of my favorites right there. I think that's a little Cessna 165.
nice. Well, the weather looks beautiful. What's the
It's,
temperature?
hey, it's 70 degrees out right now.
Wow.
Nice.
And it's what, five
That's pretty
o'clock
cool.
there? Is it 5 o'clock local time?
It is now There he goes.
Wow.
So this is just a taste of what we're doing.
So what is
He's
local
getting
time
nose up
there?
slowly.
What is the local time there currently?
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, straight up.
Ah,
We're 3 hours behind you.
nice. Nice.
That old girl takes a long time to get that big one up off. You got it.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, there she's up, finally. Ooh, a little wobble there. Back up. Okay.
Well, and
Kind
hopefully this earthquake doesn't wake up that volcano.
of oh, that was just a added part of the adventure.
Otherwise, things could get interesting.
Yeah, way too interesting. The first question I had when we got to the hotel, I asked the gal there, I said, where's this warning at? She said, oh, that's down along Homer and Seward. Don't worry about it. You're far enough away. I said, thank you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. Not,
but you're
not.
getting a look at a pretty nice evening in Anchorage, Alaska tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got a clearer sky than we got here.
Well,
yeah.
it's
He
not near
does.
the heat or humidity, let me tell you that.
Well, Alan does have that to look forward to then.
Yep.
Yes.
I got to swing back in. I left my, oh, there it is. Dennis took care of it. Clay's sitting over here. So anyway, we thought we'd all just call in and see if it'd work, hook up and say, hey, show you what we're doing. We're happy.
Glad
We're
you
full.
did.
Tummies. Full tummies and everything's good. And watching all the planes come in and out and hang out with a group.
Nice.
That's great.
Well, and that way it lets us know that you all arrived safely.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
Okay.
that.
Got one taxiing. Another one just come in back in the corner there. Boy, they use this. This is pretty neat spot if you're into aircraft.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Anyway, you guys have a good one. We just thought we'd check in. Dennis can say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Dennis.
Goodbye, Dennis.
See ya next week, Alan.
Yep. See you
Yeah.
then.
All right. We hope we'll have plenty of gold for you to look at.
Hopefully you
There you
saved some
go.
for us.
Nothing you can find, according to Dennis.
Yeah, I heard.
So,
Tell him to go back to
everybody,
kindergarten and learn how to share.
yeah, everybody have a good night. We're going to get out of your way. Talk to y'all later.
Take
We'll see
care.
you, Chuck.
Hope you
See
guys
you
do
guys.
well this week.
Gals. All right. Bye bye.
Oh, that was pretty
Well,
cool.
yeah. Yeah, I happened to see that coming through, and I was like, "Oh, well, I was fixing to get us on out of here, but we'll bring him in and get the current weather report and time and all of that from Anchorage."
Yeah, they were saying up there was supposed to get rain every day. It doesn't look like it. Or maybe that was a no.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't look like it was raining there anyway.
No, not at
Actually,
all.
it looked quite nice.
Should have told them about the storms we had today going through. Or
Right?
is it heading your direction?
The first batch has skipped over us, but
Okay.
we were looking at 3 days of severe storms. Today
Okay.
was supposed to be day one,
Okay.
and I was just watching it going, man, we've seen what's happened in Texas and New Mexico and New York and New
Yeah.
Jersey and North Carolina. We don't need that here.
Well, hope we don't have rain here tomorrow because we got to do the thing with the cancer camp tomorrow, taking them out on the lake.
Yeah, you've got a full day tomorrow. How many
Yes,
kids are you
sir.
dealing with? 150?
No, it's 165 kids with cancer, and then you've
Wow.
got the counselors that we got to take out, and the ones that are still sick, we got to have medical staff for too with us.
Right, yeah. So you have to have all your helpers and
Yeah.
support, not to mention the kids and man, and this is all on 50 boats.
Right now, I think they said we had 45 signed up. Then they signed up one of the big tour boats on the lake. So I'm not sure exactly how many I will have. I'll let you know after tomorrow.
Wow,
Um,
very cool.
so maybe next year we'll do the metal detecting hunt with the camp again. We'll
Right.
see. We'll
Hopefully,
see.
hopefully.
Yeah.
And apparently we have been on here quite some time because when we started the show, Phil was wishing me a happy 67th birthday, and as he's leaving, he's wishing me a happy 69th birthday.
Well, I thought it was 29.
That's what I thought.
Tell him to get on board.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I don't either.
Some
And you
people.
said 125th, so who knows the truth?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
happy,
Sunday.
and I'm going to stick with it. Happy 29th.
Well, thank you. Because Sunday, there were some people saying that Chuck was referring to his stone tablet record.
Yeah, well, hey, he's a couple hundred years old. Oh, did I say
Yep.
that out loud?
That's kind of what he was saying on the show.
I didn't mean to say that out loud. So don't anybody tell him I said that
Yeah, he
until
won't
at
know.
least next week.
Until after the end of next week.
Yeah. Well, I got a feeling he'll call in again from the camp if we can.
Yeah, actually, the way it sounds, if he can hook up, he's planning on trying to give everyone an update Sunday.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes. Who knows? Maybe you can join in with us again and get the update yourself and know exactly what you're walking into.
Okay, you want me? I'm there Sunday. I'm easy.
All right. Hey, we'll see what happens. Until the
Yep.
next one, I think I'm going to let you get on out of here so you can get plenty of rest for those kids tomorrow.
Oh yeah. All right. Sounds good. Talk to you later.
All right.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for
Thanks
having
again,
me.
and we'll see you, Alan.
All right. Take care.
Wow. So, it's been a bit of an interesting night. Earthquakes in Alaska. Lots of boats fixing to go out on the lake tomorrow for the cancer kids, the sick kids. That they do this yearly. They call it Camp One Step, if I remember right. Very cool though. Very cool. Very cool to see. Either way, it's been quite the day for me as well. So thanks once again to everyone for joining in. We'll see if we can get a live update from Chuck and the crew from week 1 Sunday, as long as they can hook up. We'll see what happens. For everyone else, thanks once again for the many and very kind birthday wishes. Until the next one, throw us a like if you can. Check us out here, Beyond Sight and Sound on YouTube, Beyond Sight and Sound on Facebook, Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, all the wonderful podcast distribution services that you can find us on. We're glad you joined us here tonight. Have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, everyone. We're out of here.
We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.